dysfunctional vet, we're going to be discussing a pitless adapter being installed into Schedule 80 4-inch PVC in a well casing. The casing has not been physically attached to the well yet. I'll explain that as we go along. So let's get to the meat of the project. What I have here is I have a section of my 4-inch casing. Although you can't see it, there's a mark right up here, which is where I'm going to be putting my center hole, my pilot hole for my drill. And as you can see, things don't always work the way you want them to. So let's move this. Alright, I moved this down because this is not tied down. I moved it down. I've got a 2.5-inch PVC fitting under here to help stabilize this while I'm drilling it. I'm going to go get the drill, the hole saw, and we're going to install it, and you can watch the process. Inserting a pilot hole. Alright, now I'm going to drill the hole, and I'm going to be using what's called a plunge cut, which is where I push down and I come up, push down and come up. What that does is it breaks the plastic off so that I don't get these long cat whiskers. This is also used when drilling metal, a plunge cut. So here we go. I've got this piece in here that I now need to knock out, but there's my hole cut. I'm going to clean up these edges with a knife or a file, something, and then I'll come back and we'll finish the rest of the installation. Normally, a pitless adapter is going to be several feet long to compensate for the freeze depth of the ground. Where I'm at, 8 inches to 10 inches is sufficient to prevent freezing. So I have this very short adapter that you see. And the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that the hole that we drilled is the proper size, and as you can see, it is. What we do at this point, you notice I can't get that in here with the adapter. So we have to pull that piece off, and now, let's see, yeah, you can see that. It comes through and it fits properly. You'll notice that it has a round gasket here, and let me grab the other stuff and get over here. You'll notice that it has a round gasket. This body is very slightly beveled, but not very much. And you have a clamp ring here which is designed to fit onto your casing. So we bring this through like so and set this up here. We set this other ring on top. We set this ring down, and now we start to assemble our pitless adapter. What we want to do is we want to make sure that the piece inside and the piece here are oriented properly. This, I have my two pieces perpendicular to the circumference. The piece inside here is pointed straight down. And by the way, this is a reducer, so make sure when you turn this that you're actually turning the nut that holds it in place. And I'm going to have to go get a pipe wrench to finish this. I'm going to put this piece back into here so that I can hang on to this while I tighten it up and keep everything straight. And it is important to have this piece straight so that you can line everything up and get it to go together. Because mine was slightly out of kink. So there we go. Now I'll go get the pipe wrench. I'll tighten this up until I can't tighten it anymore against this casing. And this will give me a depth of about 12 inches, roughly. Yeah, about 12 inches on this. And then I'll finish adapting this together. And this is just going to have a reducer from a 3/4 inch to a 5/8 inch barb connector that my poly pipe will hook onto. So let me go get the pipe wrench and we'll finish this, and then we'll be done with the installation, and I'll go over everything to review. This is about 12 inches of length here, and because my freeze depth is so very shallow, and this is a drain back pump, when the power turns off, the pump turns off, and the water will drain back and it won't freeze. Because of that, I can bury this about 3 to 4 inches underground and have the rest of this above to meet standard so that this well can't flood. Also, this thing is on a really steep slope, to be actually honest, and as a result of that, water never stands anywhere close to where I drilled the well. It was one of the reasons why I chose that spot. First, good drainage. 2, it's not within 600 feet of livestock of any type. It's nowhere close to the dogs. The dogs are about 400 or 500 feet away. So I meet standards for keeping the well clean. Plus, once this is installed, I'll be placing bentonite clay at the bottom at least 2 to 3 feet thick. And then I'll case up the side of the well, up all the way to right in here somewhere, about where the chain is, with Portland cement, which is a state standard that all wells have to meet. Dysfunctional vet out.